So we're gonna Cafe Snappy right across the hotel. We can't eat lunch because it's 1 o'clock. So this is the inside. Let's see what we order. Got this like sort of salad with different types of meats, vegetables, sauces, fries, and looks good. Let's see what we all else have. The next thing we got is some falafel. It really looks the same as a shawarma because it kind of is nearly the same thing. Meat with bread around it. Then the next thing we got is like 2 plates of fries. Alright, so we're finished with lunch and we just rested up in the hotel for about an hour, and now we're gonna go check out the Faberge Egg Museum. Let's go and take a look at it. And we have decided to take the bus to the Faberge Egg Museum. If you didn't know what a Faberge Egg Museum is, it's basically a museum that stores these like Faberge eggs or Faberge items. Basically Faberge is sort of a design. There's this like nice glowish color with gold and starts over. Anyways, let's go take the bus to our next destination. And we're off the bus. We're gonna walk the rest of the way to the Faberge Egg Museum, so I'll see you guys there. Faberge Egg Museum, as you can see by the sub, Musée Faberge. We're gonna enter. I'm gonna show you around. So right now we're inside the Faberge Egg Museum. Nothing much to see yet because we haven't got into the actual exhibition. But first, we need to get some tickets. Anyway, so since we're done buying our tickets, we can go and check out the Faberge eggs. Faberge eggs are these beautiful little eggs with like nice decorations of them, usually put on with jewelry, different sort of colored gemstones, and many other things. We're gonna look at some of them and their historical value. So this is called the Order of St. Josh. As you can see, the egg is a slightly green one with some metal or decorative like ribbon around it, and on the front you can see a face of St. Josh, which is pretty cool. I'll explain to what Faberge eggs are. Basically, they are these eggs created by a man named Faberge, and basically his work was very nice and it was noticed by many monarchs and Eastern rulers and Western rulers, basically by people of Europe, and they would actually ask him to make some of these Faberge eggs for him. There are many examples because they were like, as you can see, like this one. This one is not exactly an egg, but it's shaped like an egg of the top. And there are some that he made that actually look like egg shapes, and it's pretty cool with like these adorned with pictures and gemstones and all sorts of beautiful tidbits and things. Each of these eggs would usually take a year to be made, and they will be started after Easter is over, and will usually be finished by next year's Holy Week. These eggs usually contain a surprise inside each and every one of them. Like for instance, we've seen a clock, we've seen some faces, we've seen paintings, and we've seen faces of monarchs, as I just said. Well, this one, the first one, actually contained either this golden ball or this chicken. It's usually a surprise. So this year is called the 15th anniversary egg, and basically this egg was made for the 50th anniversary of the Tsar. As you can see here, there are little pictures on it put on ivory, and these pictures were actually hand painted by someone. And you know how small these pictures are? That's the size of the egg. It's not very big, and you still managed to do it. Oops. So look at this egg. This egg is another egg clock, and basically this is much special. There's the clock, and every 1 hour there's a rooster inside there, and every hour the cap on the top will open and the rooster will come out and it'll flap its wings and then it'll descend again. It's quite a nice egg. It's actually an icon of the Faberge Museum. The next egg is this Faberge egg that was presented to Nicholas II during his coronation. Inside the egg is this. This is a surprise. It's basically the carriage that he got when he was traveling to Moscow for his coronation. It's a life-size replica, not really a life-size replica, but like a small, but it's based on the life-size carriage. And basically, this replica is so accurate that even the wheels move, suspension moves, the footsteps on the side move as well, the curtains work, and suspension. Yeah, I already mentioned that, but that's cool. So let's look at this egg. It's a nice velvet animal covered egg with a number 1898 on it. Basically, it was made for a birth of a baby, and inside there's this yolk, and inside the yolk there's a chicken, and inside the chicken is this mini little portrait, covered in diamonds and all. It's a folding easel, which means it actually can be folded up into way smaller. So the next room shows items that aren't eggs but still made by the wonderful and brilliant Faberge Egg. This here is a really huge looking duck thing, or it's actually a horse, given to an American tycoon owner who enjoyed horse racing. So the next one is called the Gold Room. Gifts from bizarre objects to fantasy made by Faberge masters and gold presentation boxes. These items include tobacco boxes, smoking, cigarette boxes, clocks and cases. And let's go look. So this display here shows some different things like tobacco boxes, alcohol flasks, and some diamond and jewel cases. And Faberge even made this huge plate. I'm not sure if anyone wants to use it, it's too perfect. Wow, look at these things. He even made like these little trinkets and tidbits like animals, flowering pots, chests, and then even like this huge drone. Look at the design. It's so tiny and so beautiful. This room here shows the different types of Faberge items that have been used in like serving food or preparing food, or actually no, I doubt when preparing food, but serving food and displaying food. This set over here is used for making and serving tea. As you can see, here's like the sugar, like the sugar sort of bowls where you can like put them into these teacups to stir and have a nice drink. I'm not sure these are made to withstand heat, but they're still fancy. And then look at these things. These like huge chest boxes used for keeping teacups and trinkets and jewelry. But basically, you just have to appreciate, because these things have gone through a war and they are still so beautiful. Here we have a set of beautiful bowls and plates and chest boxes. Yeah, there are many. These are all commissioned by many different royal families and people and businessmen from around the world. It's normal. There are so many of these. But the Faberge eggs are truly the most rarest. There are only 8 left out of the 50 that were made. You might admire these for all, but the thing about those eggs that made them so rare is because when the USSR took over, the Soviet Union was formed, they needed money desperately, and therefore they tried to sell off all these eggs and things. But thanks to rich people nowadays, they bought it all back. The next room shows many different paintings and many more different items created by Faberge. This room is showing more items by Faberge, this time shinier. So here we have a very nice and golden tea set with a teapot, with bowls, spoons, and basically more teapots. There's a lot of teapots in here. Now we got more teapots, but this time they're silver. Then over here we got a very beautiful plate with some jewelry cases, and then over here we got a crystal teapot. Then over here we got some more golden teapots and some bowls and a fork, tea strainer, and a sugar cube pincher. So welcome to the next hall. Basically, it was made by this amazing designer and architect who made the frieze of this room in like a scene that depicts a medieval knight fighting scene. Inside the room, they showcase many different paintings from the Napoleonic patriotic campaign. Can you believe that all of these are made by Faberge? It's a company, but there's also a man. If you still want to buy stuff from the House of Faberge, they're still open, but with more modern twists. The tour, you exit at a big cafe where you can buy drinks and have a seat, to discuss about all the beautiful eggs you just saw. Those are magnificent. The cafe even has this TV where they show off how the little eggs work, the surprise eggs. As you can see, the man winds up the... Oh, and he closes back. Alright, so before we get dinner, we want to try some beer. Not me, but my parents. Let's go down and try out the beer house. So it's a really nice little pub. And there's a really huge menu with food and everything. But my mom and dad wants to just try the beer. So you got the Austrian beer, Czech Republic beer, German beer, Russian beer, side beer. I don't know what that is. Craft beer, Belgian beer, Holland beer. England, beer from England, beer from Ireland, and legendary beer. I don't know what that is. So the first thing is here. What do you have, Dad?
Just beer, Russian beer.
No special name?
Name that I cannot pronounce.
Alright, try it out. What's it taste like?
Good now, obviously.
Cheers.
Alright, so what do you have, Mom?
I think it's non-starch.
Filtered.
Unfiltered.
That's gonna be very, very strong. Try it out, Mom.
It looks actually it's very strong. Keeps you warm.
What does it taste like?
Sweet.
Welcome to Elysium Merchants. It's another one, just like in Moscow. You know that fancy supermarket that we saw? Yep, it's just the same one, same thing. Not the same one, but it's the same thing, but smaller. And in St. Petersburg. Welcome to Malaya Sodavaya. There's something interesting with this street. No, it's not this beautiful fountain. No, it's not the many shops out here. It's the cats. Cats, you say? Where? Well, let me show you. Do you see any cats? No? Well, you're blind because it's up there. Look. This is our second example. Do you see it? No? Okay, it's up there, lol. It's also apparently good luck to throw points. Oh man, that man got it up there. Amazing. And we have finally gotten out all those shops. We are now at Sushi Walk. Here is dinner. Let's go inside that. So apparently there's two sides. One of them is a different shop that sells cupcakes, and another one sells sushi and wok. So as you can see, this is the inside of the sushi wok. Basically, it's very nice, very pop culture-y. You can buy a lot of different things. You can order your sushi or your wok over there, and then you wait for a while, and then when your number shows on the screen, you collect it. Food here. So the first thing we got is this 2 berry infusion drinks from the shop Sushi Wok. Well, here we got 2 types of sushi. It's 2 California rolls, one with salmon and one with caviar. And the next one here is ramen. What's inside your ramen?
My ramen is mushroom with seaweed.
I see. So this is mine. It's basically rice, chicken, teriyaki sauce, and shiitake mushrooms. What's you having that? Same thing?
But this one is pork and bacon.
I see. Well, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We'll see you guys later. Good morning, YouTube. Good night, YouTube. Yeah. So it's the end of the video. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, we spent quite some time looking for souvenirs. I'll review all the souvenirs that we got once our trip's over, because we need to show our Faberge for souvenirs. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the final episode of the Petersburg part, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna be leaving for St. Petersburg tomorrow. We're gonna go back to Moscow, spend a few more days there, then leave. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.